Okay, this is a very short video. I just did the most amazing video that I've ever done. I have connected everything together and they wouldn't let me upload. This is my 4th computer I'm going through. I must be really stupid not to get somebody in here to do a check on what's going on, because this is totally ridiculous. Irregardless if my word gets out, irregardless if my value is 0, irregardless of what I do, where I do it, and how I do it, the end result is going to be the same. The New World is coming in, the New World Order is coming in. New World Order and NFL are 6, 6, and 5. CFL is 3, 6, and 3. It's the creation of the two worlds. 3, 6, and 3 creates that on the 55-yard line, we keep the clock running for the extra point. But on the 50-pass zone is where you're passing through the zone. You are coming in with the light. So time has not begun yet, so we stop it when we kick the extra point. And that's in the NFL. I have connected together what 19 is about, what 18 is about, what 17 is about, because these 3 are special in French. I have connected together that 6, 7, 8 is the reflection of 4, 3, and 2 in the 10th world. I have talked about the Illuminati, about the number of Earth, about J and G, Jesus Christ, and the Gateway, which is 1007, which is related to Lovejoy. I spoke about the pool balls and how the duplication comes. Are there 2 numbers on the pool balls or 1 number? It's good if there's 1, it's good if there's 2. But there's 2 sets of balls. So maybe we only have 1 number because we go on the set high and the set low. I talked about how Jack, Queen, King comes together within the cards and within the letters. How it connected to Grover Cleveland. I explained how the zeros work. 0 and any number, if you take 0 and any number, let's say 5. 5 is in the center. So 5 and 0, 0 is 15, 5 and 15 is 20. Why? Because this one is up, these corners are on the side, and this one is down. The beehive, and how the beehive works, being numbers 2 and 8. Time heaven being its number 2 and 8. Number 47 times 6 is 282. How the Z, or how the moon works on number 28, 2 times 8, 2 plus 8 equals 26. 2 times 6, 2 plus 6 equals 20. We're back to the letter T again. T, which has a 0 in it, put a 6 in that spot. The 2 for the T makes an 8 again. So, or the 2 in the front, the 0 equals to the 6, it becomes 2 and 6 Z. Then it goes back to T. The way the 7th, the gateway, the way the piano connects. The way the teeth work. We have 32 teeth. We lose a few teeth, yet they number it from 11 to 48. But that still says 37. That's the number to Nibiru. I connected the roulette wheel and how all the numbers come together. In fact, in this wheel, do you want me to show you this little thing here, which I didn't do before? Let me show you the way this works. All right, I'm doing it all the wrong way. Okay, we got this. Now watch. This is called duplication. And I know somebody's going to understand it out there. Well, anyways, besides that, look. Multiple worlds. Inside the sandbox, inside the sandbox, inside the sandbox. Hello. And down below. You can go through many doors until you got to go below. I talked about how the baseball connected. I talked about how you come into the world with 1 on this side, number 20. You're number 21. Why? Because the one spirit of light comes inside of you. This one is a freebie. 5, 5, 5, and 5. This one is 5, 5, 5. Makes 41. Makes 41 is 82. Again, back to time heaven of the beehive. 21 and 21 is 42. 14, 14, 14. 10 and 4. 11 and 3. 12 and 2. 10 and 4. This is the MYANS of 14. How it works in the game of craps. How you spin it upside down, and now they're controlling the 2 sides of your brain. One hemisphere and the other hemisphere. You still have the spirit light, and you're still connected to your belly button now. Which is your belly button comes out from the beginning of your... It reconnects the bottom of the point of your sex is your belly button. And I'm sorry because I told one person that it didn't count as much as it counts in your pregnancy, but it does, because the last point of who you are is 9 and 1 within the light. And it's the 9 and 1 in pull. And the way the 3 and 11 connected in pull. And the way the 6 and 14 is green in pull. And I just can't get into the video right now. I can't put the time. I know this one's going to work. I should have shut off my computer before and reopened it. I should shut it down every time I want to make a new video, because it seems like that's when it works. The 29th day of February in a leap year creates the 92nd day on April 1st, which is April Fool's. In French, they call it le poisson, which means the fish. The fish swim upstream. Maybe trying to tell us the salmon swimming upstream is the salmon is gold. Backwards it says gold, and forward it says the row of the salmon. The row of the boat, the row of the oar. Anyways, Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus, whatever it is, this is the year, my friends. This year, I'm doing this to this year. We are now going into 2007 next year. The 7 ball in pool and the 15 makes 22, Grover Cleveland. That's how it's split apart between 22 and 24. We're going into 2007, in which in 2007, okay, I'm going to try and see something. In 2007, the 7th day was a Saturday. It was a Saturday of the 7th month of the 7th day of 2007, 777. It never happened before. Now this year, it's going to be on a Monday, in which the Saturday is now the 5, and that's the pass key. G and E. Between G and E, 7 and 5 is 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 6. 6, 6, 6, between 5 and 7, between the electronical system, between the 7th gate of Uranus and Jupiter. Saturn is the house that we play in. The train tracks in Monopoly get turned. That's where Lo Shu comes in, because it's Saturn, and we turn around the world of 1, 4, and 4. 12 times 12. It's in the 9 card. The way Barack Obama, in the numbers of 1969 and 99, because it's the only way it's said in French. 6 is who you are. 9 is your birth. 6 and 9 is the cat's life in the dog pound. 6.66 billion people divided by 9 equals 7.4, which is dog. Why? Because the O goes in the center. O, okay, or nothing, equals to 6. It says G-O-D, dog. 999 equals to 27. 1, 6, and 9. 113 times 13 is 1, 6, and 9. 1, 6, and 9. The Monopoly board is 169 of these squares. Becomes 16, the one spirit light of the 7th gate of the Venus world. Equals 43, Barack Obama. 43 and 34 is hot and cold water. They equal to 77. It says Christ, C-H-R-I-S-T. 27 and 16, 7 and 6 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 2 and 1 is 3. They now reverse from each other. 9 and 7 is the Rothschilds. 81 is Venus. 666 is man. 54 is the sun. 15 is the egg. 9 is your birth. And 10 is the beehive connecting Venus over to Neptune. 18 is again your 6, 6, and 6, which becomes the H and I within who you are. 3 times 3 and 4 by 2. 3 times 3 and 4 by 2. 3 and 2 is your creation of 11. 2 times 3 and 2 plus 3 equal 11. 1 times 5 and 1 plus 5 equals 11. 68. 6 times 8 is 48. 6 and 8 is 14. Equals 62 is the queen. Reverse it. It's the dog pound. They both become 8. 9 and 8 is 17. 1 and 7 is 8. 6 and 2 is 8. 1 and 7 is 8. 8, 8, and 8. 8, 8, and 8 will reflect 8, 8, and 8, and 8, 8, and 8 is 1776. When we take 9, 2, and 7, 9, 2, and 7 equals 18. The gateway of the 9 birth of the Venus world. We don't have to use the other one because we're in the 666. We're not talking about the spirit light. 1, 6, and 8, which again becomes the queen and the dog, becomes 15. The A and E between 2, 3, and 4 that were connected. 33 becomes your salmon row. Upstream we go. 8 and 5 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 1 and 1 is 2. The 24 hours a day, the other side of Grover Cleveland. 1 and 7 is 8. 6 and 3 is 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 8 and 4. 8 and 4 is in between space. It's also April, which is in between May and March, M and M, in which M and M or MM and E says mem. It says the same. Just like TE and T says the same. You want to know why the Coyote and Roadrunner couldn't catch each other? Because Acme, AC, was the ignition of the energy. And the Roadrunner, RNR, was the energy to come into the world, 6, 6, and 6. With the one spirit light. He comes in So I didn't say that right. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 equals 15, the egg. 6 by 7 is 42 and 13. This is all about the Mayan. 13, 13, 13. 14, 14, 14, because it's 13 and 1. Becomes 55, which becomes 5 by 5 is 25. 5 plus 5 is 10, is 35. 3 and 8. 3 times 8 is 24. 3 and 9 is 11, is 35. 3 and 7 and 5 and 5 is 75, 57, which happens to be to the New Year's of the Hebrew New Year's this coming year, and 1776 plus 67, 71 brought into the single digit is the same number. Also, 5775 on 13 moons comes out to 75,075 moons, which is 303. 303 and 3 worlds is 999, is 909, excuse me. If you put the 99 in the center, it becomes 191. 1 and 9 is 19 and 19 connected to the moons. 19 by 19 is 361. 360 plus 1, 6, 1 and 3 is the letter P, which brings you the light. 613 laws of Moses. 6, 1 and 3 in football. 365 good, which is 3, 6 and 5. 3, 6 and 5. 248 is the bad laws, and 4 by 8 and 4 plus 8 equals 32 and 12, which is the backdoor communication, which is 44. Why? Because it's in between 45. 45 is the fox and the sun. Here's your creation. 9 by 7 is 63. This is the number that stands for Rothschild. 63 and 16. This is 4 by 4. 4 by 4 and 4 plus 4 designs the P and H that they brought in for the pharmaceutical world, which was designed apparently by the Jewish people, or by the Rothschilds, which is a fake of P and H to replace the F, because they needed something for the F in order to repeat. Otherwise, they're going to use the same number, and we're going to catch them somewhere, and it doesn't work in the computer system. Now, when we bring these numbers back together, okay, 5, 5, and 9 is 19 the moon. It becomes 7, because this 1 and 9 is 10. 10 to 0 becomes 15, becomes 6, and 1 is 7. This one over here is 13, 1 and 3 and 4. You end up with 74. 74 to the back door communication. This is 32. This is 32 between 23 and 32. This creates 11. 7 and 4 becomes 11. 2 times 3, 2 plus 3 is 11. This becoming 7, this becoming 4, that's 11, so it connects together to the back door. It's a 1776 roots. 1, 5, and 7, this is back to Ison again. He ends up with 13. 1 and 3 is 4. 5 and 5 and 9 is 19. Becomes 1, becomes 7. 7 and 4 again, back to the dog pound. The only one that's free for the dog pound is right here. Man is in between. Here's his mind. They're controlling the mind between here and here. This is the letter R. It also stands for king in French. RD. The valet is a V. It says queen and jack in French. VD. 22nd letter and the first letter is 26. Back to the dog pound. The 7 or 70. Another number of the Rothschild family. The 13th card and the 11th letter is 24. The 18th letter and the 13th card is 31. 31 and 24 is 55. Spirit is 76. Another number of the entrapment. D is the 4th letter. Q is the 17th, 21. V is the 11th card. J is the 10th letter, 21, 21. D is the 12th card. Q is the 12th card, 24. V is the 11th card. J is the 11th card, 22 and 24. This is Grover Cleveland. In between was 23, creating 69 of the dog pound. Why are these together? Because in French, this says 19, 19. This says 60, which is 60, which is the soft swan. And to say 69, excuse me, it's not 69. Wow. Wow, I made a mistake. Wow, I'm going to have to change the whole thing now. It's 79. 60 et 19. 80 et 19. They're all saying 19. So now in here, I have to automatically, 7 times 9 is 63. 7 plus 9 is 16. It equals to 79. So now I have to change all the letters. This one is 1, this one is 7. It no longer becomes the Monopoly board. And it probably works somewhere else for something else in the numbers. But in this it does not. 7 and 9 is 16 and 1 is 17. This becomes 17. This becomes 44. And this becomes 35. This becomes 9. 7 and 2 is 9. 7 and 1 is 8. Again, It still says, this is Barack Obama, it's 9 between this and this. This is still JFK, 35th president. This is still the 44th president. It equals to 79. The same numbers I had before. That was over here. Now I put an 8. 5 and 4 is 9. 3 and 4 is 7. 79. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 2 and 1 is 3. So I had to change that around. But 9 and 8 is 3 by 3 and 4 by 3. This becomes the prison of Mars. 4 times 2 and 3 times 3. 4 and 3 become Barack Obama and JFK inside of this instead of what I said before. The 8 comes together by connecting the 1 and connecting the 7th gate, which are right next to each other on the back side. It's like you take a strap, you go around, and you attach the front side of it. That's how the 1 and the 7 connect. And then it goes out back to the 7, the piano. We're going to stop because everything is screwed up. My computer apparently is 5% faster. There's 100,000 people where I am, and my computer is the fastest one in the region. Go figure. In one of my pictures in Facebook, I got a monkey sitting on my head. I've had about 50 to 100 videos that have not uploaded on me. I know I didn't tell you much. I know there's just tons and tons of stuff. Tons and tons of stuff. The Einstein theory, the French reverse E and I. 5 and 9. 9 and 5 is 14 equals N. E, I, and N. 14, 9, 23, 28. 28 becomes the man on the moon. 19 and 9. The 19 is 10. 5 times 2, which is Venus and Neptune. Inside your head is time heaven, is the way it's put together. When you go together, this becomes 28. 7 by 4 creates the 28. 24 by 74, which is the center of the geometrical scale, and the division of 1776, which is 1776 divided by 74 is 24. 7 times 4 equals to that 28. 7 plus 4 is 11, equals 39. 2 ways to make 39, 20 and 19, which is S and T. E, I, and N, S and T, E, I, and N says Einstein. This is Nibiru. 18 and 21, 39 says Nibiru. R and U, S and T says rust. And the 15 ball and the 7 ball is rust. And next year, for me, it's 2007 or 2015. It doesn't matter which one it is, because the end of 2014 is 2015. So if I go back and I go forward for what they screwed up in the calendar, it comes out to the same thing. Raphael 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus. A brief update on a video of 1 hour and 20 minutes. The third one this week that did not upload. I got to get serious. But it's still going to happen. It's still going to happen. Whatever it is, it's still going to happen. This is the year, my friends. I went through 9 years of trying to figure out what I was doing. And in the last 3 years, it's been popping into my head. But only in the last year have I really seen the reflection when I picked up another 130 people watching my video. Now, there's only 200 videos, 200 views a day, which is okay for me because I know it's very confusing to understand when all I'm doing is showing you bits and pieces of a bunch of numbers. These two are the same. The passage of 11, the strings, and the passage of 11, the strings. Otherwise than that, it's a water tank. The water tank that holds all the water to cool our brain down. The gray is on the inside, and the bowl is on the outside. The super bowl and the gray cup. Raphael 7286 on a constellation of Pegasus. NFL, New World Order. Number 1, which equals 17 and 17 for number 1, which ends up equaling 15 and 15. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7. 8 and 7 is 15. 2 eggs equals 30 creation. That's a short count of the moon. 3 becomes 0, becomes 6 is 36, becomes 6, 6 and 6. 30, if you go get an egg tray from a farmer right now, he'll give you 1 tray with 30 eggs in it. He'll give you 50 stars. 50 stars times 47. 30 eggs times 47, and 43 presidents times 47 equals 5781. Venus and Ison, or Venus and the single moon. 57 and 57 equals 114, 2 moons on Mars, or the pig's pregnancy. 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days. 1, 4, and 7 is 1 month of 28 days, 4 months of 30 days, or 7 months of 31 days. 217. 2 times 17, which is the 7th gate. 1 and 7 make 8. 2 and 6 make 8. Like I showed you over here. Okay? Again, if you just take the number of presidents, okay, or no, the number 47, which is the dog pound, which is what they work with, 1776. Okay, if you use number 47, TIME, which is also for death, supposed to be revelated or whatever you say in the Rothschild family, one of their words for death. If you take 47 times 43, it's 2021. Take away 7 years, because we have to take 7 years because the top and the bottom of the dice say 2014. If we use 1, 2, 3 Michael Jackson times the 5, Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5s is 1, 2, 3 by 5 is 15 and 1 is 10, 11 and 1, 5 equals to 615. 6 times 15 or 615 equals 21. 6 times 1 times 5 equals 30. 30 plus 11 equals 41. You reach back on Monopoly, going all the way around the board and getting to the Mediterranean. Another thing I want to say is that the only way to get to the Mediterranean is by dicing 6, 5, and 6, or 6, 6, and 5. Why? Because 3 dice automatically of the same thing, you go to jail. So New World Order is 6, 6, and 5. Even if you use 2 dice, if you use 1 dice, you can get to the Mediterranean right away, but you got to go all the way around the board with 2 dice to get there, and it's 41 to go around the board. In which you pass go, you lock up the other side. Again, 1, 2, 3 times 47 equals 5781. 5, 7 is 12. 8 and 1 is 9 equals 21. 2 and 1 is 21. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1 equals 5. 123 equals 5, Michael Jackson again. 1, 2, 3, 1 times 2 times 3, 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6 and 6. The 2 hemispheres of the one mind that can create. You need the one in the center of the light that picks up the 2 sides. Raphael 7286 on a constellation of Pegasus. After an hour and 40 minutes of videos, I hope this one uploads. Thank you for watching.